Hey everyone, and welcome back. This is Tai Chi For You with Lynne. I drug her down from the top of the mountain. No,
And I skied the whole way.
yeah. No, we like this background. We change it up every once in a while. So if you have any suggestions, or if you want to send a picture of maybe where you do Tai Chi, maybe your backyard, or you have a picture from the summer, something like that, hey, we could throw it on the back for you.
Be careful what you wish
Well,
for.
no, it has to be approved by me, okay? But anyway, we're in a good mood. Right now it's raining outside.
A lot
And yeah, a lot, but we're saying it's better than snow.
better than snow.
Right.
And we needed this water. We
Yeah.
did, way needed it. I've got plants that I'm going to see whether or not they made it in the spring. Because
Yeah.
the problem in the fall is when the leaves get brown and fall off, you don't know whether it's because it dried up
Yeah.
or it's the fall.
Oh,
So I've got all sorts of surprises in the spring.
there we go.
Yeah.
Well, how can we relate that to Tai Chi? I don't
I think it's better because Tai Chi is an anxiety reliever. So, see, I don't have to worry about that because I'll just,
Yeah. And you're so right. When you said that, it reminded me something this morning. I was watching a YouTube or something, and it did mention how that stress relief, and it's with the breathing.
Yep.
And a lot of times, I mean, I'm catching myself now, maybe get into better posture. And it's hard when you're, working on a keyboard or you're busy doing something or you're just too relaxed. You don't realize the benefits, I guess, of a good posture, and that we say elongating the spine, just to really that compress. We're talking about getting older and how the discs compress and
you get shorter.
things. You do get shorter. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I've always felt vertically challenged. And so getting,
Yeah.
it's getting to reach not quite the cabinet, the thing in the cabinet that I used to be older.
Yeah.
Getting
But
old.
the idea-
It's
well-
not for the faint of heart.
No, but I
But
mean,
this
embrace
helps.
it. It does help. It does. I mean, if anything, it teaches you, I guess, a better attitude. There is
Yeah.
the physical benefits, but I think, again, the class,
Yeah.
being around other positive, like-minded people, or when the new people come in, it really, you feel the energy that's
I think also for me that was like gym class failure. I have no gross motor skills at all. And that feeling of accomplishment that I can do something,
right.
move my body, do something
Yeah.
that like that. And I really, I'm so proud of myself, and I've got that feeling of accomplishment. And
Yeah.
that goes a long way.
Right, and it does go with how you're saying gym class. So it could be a Tai Chi class, but it's not a team sport per se. You're going to learn it with other people,
Yeah.
or learn it on your own with videos and books and CDs and all that. But it's really that internal martial art. So you're
Yeah.
learning it internally or just by yourself. And we say it, that no pain, no gain isn't part of Tai Chi.
No.
I did bring a book along. This is the one.
Look at that. That's well loved.
Yes, we talked about it last week. That Harvard Medical School Guide to Tai Chi. That's a great book to pick up any bookstore, and you can see it's just filled. I got bookmarks. There's more
Yep.
bookmark.
Yep.
Yeah,
Highlights.
highlighted, everything like that. And it isn't a cover to cover read. You can pick any page, any chapter, and bounce around. So, great book to pick up.
I was going to ask you,
Mm-hmm.
how did you get into this? How did you get started? Because I bet you haven't gone over that recently.
Let's see. Probably not recently, but long story short, I was being dragged to yoga classes, and after
what they would
working
have
a
to do
long
with
day,
me.
yeah, I'm down. I don't get back up as easy. So that up and down bit, and And then actually the funny part is the what's the corpse pose at the end? Where you lay down some classes,
Yeah.
and you had the playing, they got the music, and I snore, and they actually asked not for me to come back. So so that's kind of how I got started.
Oh, I'm glad I asked.
Yeah, and across the hall there was a flyer, and it had information on Tai Chi. So that's when I saw Tai Chi is you do it standing up and you go slow. It's had a little verbiage about it, and I enjoyed it. Started taking the classes there. Moved, found another place, and then just continued on learning. It's we're all students. We're always
Oh,
always
absolutely.
learning on it. So
Yep.
I've had some great teachers along the way, and even the ones that aren't so great, you're gonna pick up something
Yep.
from the class.
Yep.
And just that little explanation, maybe something different that you could use.
Yeah, that's something you can personalize.
Yeah, that's a good way of saying
Yeah.
it. So I've evolved. Again, it was just a personal journey, and then I decided I wanted to teach it. It's just, I get so much out of it that I enjoy teaching it and seeing the other people getting that joy and the benefits. So it's, I don't take the credit for it. It's that idea where they feel better. They can reach for that cabinet. They have more confidence on, standing up, or their balance, things like that. So it does help, or whatever. That it's their life situation on what it benefits them. So
Good.
yeah. So that
All
was
right.
that was it. That's my journey, and it's continuing.
Yep.
It's something you can do. I'm looking forward to being that 90-year-old guy in the park doing the Tai Chi.
I'd love to find a park group.
Yeah. Well, I think we did start that Pout Pond in Uxbridge
Yeah.
where we were
But
meeting
that was
out
mostly
there.
because of COVID.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they were very welcoming
Yeah.
to have us
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Yeah, the man was really nice.
Yeah, there's other places around.
And
but,
as you know, there's something about doing this outside
right.
that
right.
is just, it's real, there's a difference.
Yeah.
We were, Rice Pond or Park?
Yeah, Rice City Pond or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
One time outside and doing the Qigong long form.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, to this day, it catches me because we were about halfway through and I almost felt a click and you went somewhere else. You weren't there anymore. You were so, it was just the right place and the right time and what you were doing, and I just knew that you had gone whoop. And
Yeah.
I could have told you the second you did it
Yeah.
because I felt you go.
And there is that aspect to it, and we don't really. It's hard to teach it. You just
Oh.
have to be open minded and be willing to just observe and have that
Just
that experience.
Yeah,
Really.
and just
yeah.
that you, open-minded, aware
Yeah.
of, and what Tai Chi and Qigong help with is an awareness of your body.
Mm-hmm.
And, just think that
Yeah.
maybe sometimes this will happen. Well, we talk about energy ball.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of times, when I first started making energy balls, I was like, yeah. And then all of a sudden, you feel the energy moving.
Right.
And you go, wow,
Yeah.
this is pretty cool.
And that's nice. They talk a little bit about that in this book here about energy, and they knew something about. I mean, that's what chi is. It's energy.
Yeah.
So they had some understanding, in the best way they explain it, and then modern science comes along and is able to measure and just everything is energy.
I had a student years ago when I was teaching, when I was an art teacher, that, and his mother told me this, that he saw auras, color auras around people.
Wow.
So he would go home to his mother and say, so-and-so is purple,
Uh-huh.
or so-and-so is, whatever. And I just thought that was really amazing. And I kind of think of that, with chi, is that we all glow. And it's just, some people can see it and some people can't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm starting to feel a little energized. What
Let's
do you say
do
we
it.
get up? Okay. And let's move the chair off to the side. There we are. We're back on our little platform here out in the outdoors.
Swiss Alps.
Swiss, yeah, could be the Swiss Alps. And let's gently start with our warm up. And this is a great one to do in the morning.
Anytime.
Anytime, right.
Anytime. If you've been sitting for a period of time, just do this.
Right.
Because there's how many sites do I go to and how many different people I watch. I just watched one this morning, and this is the first thing she did.
Okay.
So it's almost universal.
Right.
This is a standard move, is what I guess I want to say.
Yeah, I mean, I think I see it more in the Eastern culture type. You don't really see, well, no. Sometimes you see the like spring training, right? The ball players. Sometimes I've seen them do this move.
Sure.
They warm up. They do some stretching and all that. Some yoga moves, some Tai Chi moves, anything to help improve.
And then sometimes they still can't catch the stupid ball.
Okay. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the Red Sox just yet. All right, let's finish up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And what you like to shake and bounce a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Remember to breathe.
Remember the word you came up with on Monday? And we were looking for it last Wednesday. And you just
Zoom?
do
No.
You do all of this, and when you stop, and you can feel it,
Yeah.
zing.
Oh, zing. I knew
That's
it was
the
zing.
word. And I was like, where were you last Wednesday when I wanted that
All
word?
right. So loosen up enough so when you stop, 3, 2, 1, you feel that little zing.
All over.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah, you want to keep moving.
And then I like to pull up energy.
Okay, let's do that.
And try and focus that zing.
Okay.
So instead of them being random all over the place,
Right. So do you use your palms to sort of guide, gather, and
try
move?
to.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's times when I find that, I can't get lower than here
All right.
until, I'm starting to feel a resistance.
Okay.
And then if I go through, a lot of qigong or waking up, then sometimes I have to catch it. The energy just goes.
All right, let's
Cleared
try to
the
do
path.
a nice slow one and see if you can't feel what Lynn was talking about. That you might feel it and then you lose it, and then you catch it again. But that slight resistance, you're pushing down. And we'll do one more. So gather it, draw it up. Feel
Big
that?
breath.
Yep. And exhale, nice and slow, controlled. And down. Excellent. That does feel good, huh?
Doesn't it?
Puts a smile on your face.
Absolutely.
Good.
And I needed one.
All right. Let's do, I feel like a little bit of shoulder work.
Sure.
So we can start off with both shoulders with just a gentle rolling. We try to think everything in circular motion. So there's no rough edges with everything.
Right.
That word flow.
It's basic. Flow
Very
is basic.
And the other basic is the posture with the knees slightly bent, but the back is straight. Try not to hunch back and do like a row.
Oh.
Just back is nice and straight. And go both directions a few times. You get that nice air in, air out. And then try one at a time. Just, again, it's a loosening up, a warming up everything. Both directions.
I'd say, you ever do this and not crack somewhere?
And you get a crack? Oh, really? Yeah.
Crack and creaking all over here.
Oh, what was the guy he was talking today? Let's do the hips. He was talking about, again, the spine. Oh, here, I'll remember it. Let's finish this one, and I'll show you a nice new move.
Ooh.
And opposite direction. Just that circular. And it doesn't have to be giant circles. Just feel it. Good. So this one was that idea of just reaching up and getting that little bend. I don't want to say a twist. Just that little bend, just enough so you're pushing and then down. And then the other side. So you could hang out, and he was doing like pulsing, like you can do 5, 2, 1, come down, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And what was that for?
These are core exercises. As he was saying, don't necessarily have to be down on the floor
Right.
for some of the. I mean, there are
That's
floor
like,
exercises.
Leaf blows in the wind. You want to do the whole leaf blows
Leaf
in the
blows
wind?
in the wind. Okay, so we'll put a
I love
hand on
this
the
one.
hip. And this one right here, we go with the basics. The knees are slightly bent, the back is
Right.
straight, and we shift the weight at the same time. We turn the body, that arm comes across, bring it up, relax the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist, and shift the weight and turn the body. Drop the arm down and come back up, over, and down. Good. Try the other side, just so we're evened out. So there's that shift and turn. Over and down. Bring it up. Over and down. Good. The other one that I like, it was a, trying to think of some more core exercises. It's just that it's very similar to that, but we stay straight and we, engage. That's the thing too. You don't want to just be all loose with this thing. Engage. And by that, I mean on the feet, you want to be weights more on the ball of the foot versus the heel. So we're engaged, we're grounded, and see how the knees are bent, and maybe even a little bit bowed in. If you ever, rode a horse or a motorcycle, you want to kind of, squeeze that feeling right there. So we're grounded, we're connected. And then we're going to reach up with one hand and get a good stretch, a good reach, and the other hand is that good push down. And then slowly they switch positions. And when they meet at heart center with the palms, sometimes that's that feeling, that energy feeling of sort of a magnetic connection. And the idea of Tai Chi and mostly Qigong is it's that slow, controlled feeling, a little resistance, like I'm pulling down, I'm pushing up. And last one, so it's that pull down, pull up. Good. And then just return to our mountain pose. Good. Why don't we do a couple of the Qigong ones that you like? Like that, just one or two of the 8-piece
Okay.
ones. Yeah.
Let's see. Well, now let's pull something from the 18. It's hard to remember all 18 of them, but I've got these 3
Okay.
really good. And that's left foot forward, and it's a repeat of 6. It'll be 3 on each side.
Okay.
So first you're going to scoop the C.
So bending and scooping. Yeah.
Yep. 2. And 3.
So a little drop in the knees.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and then
And
switch
then
to the other
change
side.
feet.
Yeah.
Yep. So now you're going to scoop on the right. Scoop. And scoop.
Scoop.
And scoop. And now you're gonna go back to your left foot, and you're gonna push forward, rock on your right toe, and
Right,
then
yeah.
rock back onto and you rock your
Lift
left
up.
foot.
Yep.
So rock forward
Okay.
and rock back.
So you're visualizing a push.
Oh yeah, like in waves or,
And then
then
that
rock back.
dropping.
yep. And then
So
change feet.
that resistance, that push.
Yep, like
Like,
isometrics.
yeah, and now feel that whatever you were pushing is coming back, and you're just keeping it
Yep.
in line. That
Okay,
push
so
out.
roll on your toe,
Okay.
and
I
rock
have
on
to
your
roll
heel.
on my toe.
roll,
Mm,
and rock.
good.
Okay, you're gonna go back to the left foot, and this is the bird. So you open up, and then you go forward, and this is a variation, and they do a lot with birds and animals, and so this is okay.
And I guess that
three.
helps them remember too.
Well, Asians study animals closely
Huh.
and how they behave. So wave.
And take your time with it and really feel what's happening with the legs, the arms, the chest.
And I've said this before. Sometimes I like to picture like what might be going on if I didn't have skin.
Okay.
Like the muscles and different things.
Oh
working.
yeah, I kind of see through what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. I like that one a lot.
That was the bird.
That's 3 of the 18 form.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the other one too, it was a core one. Well, we do polish the mirror when we do it upward. Just that circle. So I'm engaging that core. We do 3 times that way, and then 3 times. And then it's polish the table. 1, 2, 3 in one direction, and then 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Good. And it's good following along in like a teaching tip. It's you want to go slower, because I felt like I was rushing that, and I kind of didn't take my own advice. The slower you go, the more you can. The mind needs that time to catch up to, like, okay, are the legs engaged? Is the back straight? Did I hold my breath? Was I able to keep good posture? All that. So there's that whole checklist of 18 things to remember when you're doing a move. So when you go slow, and then you get to the point where it is muscle memory, and you're able to know that you've completed them all without even trying, really, when we do it like that. The other one that I like, and it's that very basic one, that Tai Chi arms or opening move. So we start out in our mountain pose. So that nice tall, just kind of remember what a mountain is, but we have our knees slightly bent. But see how we kept our tall posture? And then the weight goes on the right foot with the knee slightly bent. Drop a little bit with a little bit of a turn, so that left foot can go out and adjust into our, what we call, it's our horse stance. And this is that opening move or Tai Chi arms. So they're slightly caved in, and they're going to rise, not too high, and then just in, nice and slow. And if you can get the breath, again, we talked a little bit last time about for the complete move, but if you're full now, you feel you have to exhale, then inhale again, but you want to be full. If you exhale too fast, you might have to take another breath in and then exhale. So you empty air down, and then full breath coming up, in and down. Keep the weight on the ball of the foot, slightly forward, but relaxed shoulders. And return to our mounting.
Do you know how much I want to when I'm coming down? I want it automatically.
You're right, yeah.
Because I've got the muscle memory on that one.
Yep, because that's the next move is that
Yep.
hold the ball.
Yep.
And this was a nice practice too. There is some core, we could modify it a little bit, where it's just a holding the ball and drop. Again, it's that synchronicity of down, up, palms meet, and then when they separate at their furthest point, and then that down. So it really doesn't stop. It gets up to their furthest point, and they open up and drop and come up, turn, down, up, one more, down, up, and back to our mountain. So that was a little taste of what we do. We talked about we want it to be that mindfulness with each class.
Yeah.
Not so much just I think a golf analogy or whatever. It isn't just hit the ball. It's be the ball, right? You guys know what movie's that from?
Yeah. I think when people start, though,
When they start, they have to learn it
they'll
as
learn
a
the moves.
basic and
Yes,
just learn
yes.
the move.
So it's really, there's layers.
Right. And we tell everybody, give it 6 weeks. And the ones that do commit to 6 weeks, they see the improvement. We
Yep.
see it.
Yep.
But when they see it, that's the aha moment.
Yep.
So, hope to see you guys at the Senior Center in Northbridge on Mondays at 11.
Yep.
If not, join us here on Tai Chi For You. Okay.